This section, we have this handout link for you. This section is strictly a review of every integral technique that you've learned up until this point, right? A lot of UDU stuff in there. You got your E's, you got your LNs, you got your long division. Usually I don't give any notes over this. I'm just going to give this handout and I let students figure it out on their own. But all this is a review. But just kind of look over these examples here. You got a UDU problem. You got one over a single letter, which is an LN. Here you have an easy UDU, but it's not one over a single letter, so it's not an LN. That's a top mistake on the actual AP test. Just because it's one over a letter, just because it's one over something doesn't automatically mean it's going to be an LN, right? Anytime your numerator, the degree of your numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of your denominator, long division, right? That's x to the first over x to the first. So I did some long division, turn it into something that you can integrate right there. Sometimes you get tricked on that. You're like, man, that looks pretty simple. I know how to integrate that, but I don't know how to integrate it. And it makes you feel a little stupid. Think long division on that problem, right? If you have an ln inside the integral, you gotta let the u equal that ln part of the problem right there. Right now, it's gonna be a UDU. In the next section, where we learn how to integrate an ln when it's not a simple UDU, right? If you have your trig integrals, make sure you know all of your trig integrals. Please, if you need to brush up on your trig derivatives and integrals, please do that immediately, because you don't know what's about to happen to you in a few sections from now, right? There's going to be heavy trig in this chapter. Make sure you know your basic trig derivatives and integrals, your UDU approach there, what you can and cannot integrate right there, right? If you have a single e in that integral, let your u equal just the power there and stuff like that, right? So here are the problems that we're supposed to do. You're supposed to do all these problems. I did have the even answer there written for you there, because you get all the odds in the back of the book. And I do want you to do an extra example as well. So just practice a bunch of that. It's all review in this section. There's nothing new in this section, just integral technique. In this chapter, we're going to learn how to integrate a lot more different things than what you already know. So pretty challenging chapter, actually. But I really love this chapter. It's going to challenge us a little bit there. Just make sure we know the basic integrals before we get to some of the crazier integrals, right? We even got a little nice little quote there for you. And then let's see, we're going to scroll over. I'll let you do that. We got the handout link for you there. I'll let you scroll down to that second page on your own if you're wondering what that surprise is at the end of that thing there. All right. Thank you.